So let's talk about luxury. What does that word even mean? We're going to rethink it today because when you're talking about an entire nation, the ultimate prize, well, it's probably not what you think. When we hear luxury, our minds jump to gold, diamonds, maybe a yacht, right? The expensive stuff. But what if the most valuable things aren't things at all? What if a nation's real luxury is actually defined by the one thing it's desperate for? And that's the big question we're diving into. Because a country's history, its everyday struggles, that stuff can completely flip the script on what luxury even means. So let's take a look at three really different nations to see what I mean. First up, we're heading to Iran. Here, the biggest luxury isn't something you can buy or hold. It's a feeling. Just try to picture this, living in a constant state of, well, high alert. For decades, you've got sanctions, conflicts brewing nearby, a shaky economy. Life is just defined by uncertainty. So, in that kind of world, what does a single, quiet, normal day feel like? It's not just nice, it's everything. It's a huge sigh of relief. So what does this number, over 40%, actually mean for someone's day-to-day? Well, that's the inflation rate. Imagine your savings just shrinking, day after day. Your grocery bill becomes a source of genuine anxiety. See, this isn't just some abstract number on a chart. It's a constant grinding pressure. That's instability in real life. So in Iran, the real luxury, it's stability. It's that simple but profound peace of mind you get from knowing that today, and hopefully tomorrow, is just going to be calm. It's a foundation that, let's be honest, so many of us completely take for granted. Okay, so we've talked about an abstract idea like stability. Now let's shift gears to something way more tangible, but just as vital. Let's talk about electricity in Cuba. So Cuba has been dealing with a pretty serious energy crisis. The power grid is old, fuel is scarce, and that means nationwide blackouts are a regular thing. And we're not just talking about an inconvenience here. It totally disrupts life. Businesses have to shut down, homes go dark. Even the simplest things you do every day become a huge challenge. And this is such a perfect example of how a basic necessity can turn into a luxury. Think about it. For a family in Cuba, just being able to sit down for dinner together in a room with the lights on, that's not guaranteed. It's a special moment of connection, of normalcy, and it's all made possible by something as simple and suddenly as precious as a working light bulb. All right, so we've seen stability and we've seen a basic utility like power. Our last example from Vietnam is a little different. This one isn't so much about surviving today, it's about believing in tomorrow. The luxury here, it's trust. See, in a country that's changing as fast as Vietnam, the most valuable asset isn't something physical, it's psychological. It's this shared confidence that, yeah, the system is working, the country is headed in the right direction. It's the belief that all the hard work you're putting in today is actually going to build a better life tomorrow. And this kind of luxury, it might just be the most powerful of all. It's this invisible engine that drives progress. It isn't about what you have right now. It's about a deep-seated belief that good things are coming. That collective optimism, that's a resource in and of itself. Okay, so let's pull these three powerful but really different stories together. Each country, shaped by its own unique situation, is fighting for something fundamentally different. This chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? For Iran, luxury is all about getting through the present safely, a quiet day. For Cuba, it's about having the basic stuff you need to function in the present, a lighted room. But Vietnam, that's different. Their luxury is a belief in the future, a sense of trust. You can see how each country's biggest struggle defines its greatest prize. So in the end, a nation's luxury is really just a mirror. It reflects back the country's deepest needs, its biggest struggles. It shows you what people value most, precisely because it's the one thing they absolutely cannot take for granted. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought. Look, stability and electricity, they're fundamental. Of course they are. But maybe, just maybe, there's nothing more powerful or more precious than collective hope. That belief that tomorrow can be better than today, well, that might just be the ultimate luxury any of us, or any nation, can ever hope to have.